In the glittering world of TikTok, where dance videos go viral and dreams of fame are just a click away, a dark secret was hiding in plain sight. A group of young dancers chasing stardom found themselves trapped in a web of manipulation, control, and alleged abuse. This is the story of 7M Films and the Shekinah Church. A tale so unsettling it's left millions shaken. A story of broken families, shattered dreams, and a fight for freedom that's still unfolding. This is TikTok cult horror dancing for the devil's dark secrets. Before we begin, a warning. This story contains allegations of emotional, financial, and sexual abuse that may be distressing. Please take care while listening. If you're ready, let's dive into a world where fame comes at a terrifying cost. In 2019, TikTok was taking the world by storm, and two sisters from Michigan were riding the wave to fame. Miranda and Melanie Wilking, known as the Wilking sisters, were inseparable. Growing up in a tight-knit family, they shared a passion for dance, honed through years of training. When TikTok exploded, they saw their chance to shine. Their perfectly choreographed videos, full of energy and charm, racked up millions of views, earning them brand deals and a loyal following. Miranda, the older sister, was 24, with a magnetic presence and a drive to make it big. Melanie, 22, was her partner in crime, equally talented but a bit more reserved. Their parents, Kelly and Dean Wilking, supported their dreams, cheering them on as they moved to Los Angeles in 2020 to pursue dance full-time. It was the city of opportunity, where TikTok stars could become household names. But LA held something far darker for the Wilking sisters. In early 2020, Miranda met a dancer named James Derrick, known as B-Dash, who was, a rising star in the crump scene. Their chemistry was instant, both on and off the dance floor. Through James, Miranda was introduced to 7M Films, a Los Angeles-based management company promising to take TikTok dancers to the next level. Red carpets, TV shows, the works. It sounded like a dream come true. But what the Wilkings didn't know was that 7M was more than a talent agency. It was a gateway to something, sinister. 7M Films was founded by Robert Shin, a pastor who also led the Shekinah Church, a small religious group based in LA. To the outside world, 7M was a talent agency representing TikTok dancers like Miranda Wilking, B-Dash, and others chasing Hollywood dreams. They offered professional choreography, studio space, and connections to big names. Dancers who signed with 7M appeared on The Ellen DeGeneres Show and in music videos, living the glamorous life they'd envisioned. But behind the polished TikTok videos, something was off. 7M was deeply intertwined with Shekinah Church, and Robert Shin was at the center of both. Former members described Shin as charismatic, almost hypnotic, preaching a mix of faith and ambition. He promised dancers not just fame but salvation, a chance to die to themselves and be reborn through his guidance. For young, ambitious influencers like Miranda, it was a powerful pitch. Miranda? Well, she threw herself into 7M. She started dating B-Dash, and before long she was spending just about all her time with the group. But Melanie, on the other hand, kept her distance, sensing deep down that something just wasn't right. By late 2020, the Wilking family started noticing a real change. Miranda just stopped calling home. Texts went unanswered. She even blocked her parents and sister on social media. The girl who once shared everything with her family was slipping away, and honestly, no one knew why. Then, in January of 2021, the Wilkings' worst fears were confirmed. Miranda, now married to B-Dash and going by Miranda Derrick, had cut off all contact. Desperate for answers, the family turned to social media. On February 24, 2022, they posted a heartbreaking Instagram video just pleading for help. They claimed that 7M Films was a cult controlled by Robert Shin, who was isolating dancers from their families and exploiting them. The post went viral and, it sparked a firestorm of attention. The Wilkings weren't alone. Other dancers and former Shekinah members came forward with chilling stories. They alleged Shin demanded absolute loyalty, urging members to die to their families, cutting ties to ensure salvation. Dancers were told their loved ones were cursed, if they didn't join Shekinah. Some claimed Shin took large portions of their earnings, leaving them financially dependent. Others, like dancer Kylie Douglas, later accused Shin of sexual assault, though no criminal charges have been filed to date. Shekinah Church, founded by Shin in 1999, wasn't your typical congregation. Former members, like Priscilla Lee, who spent 23 years in the church, described a controlling environment. Shin allegedly positioned himself as a man of God, demanding obedience and donations. Members were pressured to live in church-provided housing, work for Shin's businesses, and shun outsiders. For TikTok dancers, 7M was the bait, a promise of fame that led straight to Shekinah's grip. Imagine being a young dancer, chasing your dream, only to find yourself cut off from everyone you love, told it's the price of success. For Miranda, Kylie, and others, 7M wasn't just a job. It was a world where questioning Shin meant risking everything. By 2022, the tide began to turn. Dancers like Aubrey Fisher, Kevin Concrete Davis, and Kylie Douglas left 7M and Shekinah shaken by their experiences. They joined a lawsuit against Shin, filed in 2023, alleging fraud, forced labor, human trafficking, and in Kylie's case, sexual battery. The case, set for trial in July 2025, also accuses Shin's wife, Hannah, and other church leaders of enabling the abuse. Shin countersued, claiming defamation and extortion, but the dancer stood firm. The Netflix docuseries Dancing for the Devil. The 7M TikTok cult, released in May 2024, brought these allegations to millions. Directed by Derek Doneen, it featured interviews with the Wilkings, former dancers, and survivors like Priscilla Lee, who spoke of losing 23 years to Shin's control. The series sparked outrage, with celebrities like Cardi B weighing in, comparing Shin's tactics to exploitation she'd seen in strip clubs. She told dancers, "You're the talent, he is not." But the story doesn't end there. Miranda Derrick remains with 7M and Shekinah. In June 2024, she posted on Instagram claiming the documentary was one-sided and had led to threats against her and B Dash. She said she'd been privately reconnecting with her family, attending Melanie's wedding in May 2024, but felt the series damaged those efforts. Her response broke her family's hearts, who insist they're fighting to save her, not hurt her. The 7M saga reveals a chilling truth about TikTok's world of instant fame. Young dancers, hungry for success, are vulnerable to predators like Shin, who use charisma and promises to exploit their dreams. As one user noted, with TikTok's young user base, it's terrifying how easily naive teens could be recruited. The platform's glossy veneer hides a darker reality, where influence can become control. What makes this case so disturbing is its relevance today. Shekinah Church has operated since 1999, but TikTok gave Shin a new hunting ground. Former members say he targeted dancers with big followings, knowing their influence could draw others. The documentary's director, Derek Doneen, told Netflix, "Audiences will be surprised by how easily regular people can get sucked into cult-like groups and how devastating the impact is on families." Think about it, y'all. Just a single DM, a promise of fame, and your whole life could change in an instant. Not for the fame you dreamed of, but for control you never saw coming. That's the real horror of 7M, and honestly, it's why this story hits home for so many people. As of June 2025, the fight for justice is still going on. The lawsuit from 2023 against Robert Shin is set for trial in July, with dancers and former members hoping to finally hold him accountable. So far, no criminal charges have been filed, and Shin, well, he denies all the allegations, saying he's actually the victim of a smear campaign. Meanwhile, Miranda and B Dash are still active on TikTok, posting these dance videos that look absolutely flawless. But, they leave a lot of folks wondering, are they really free? The Wilking family hasn't given up. They continue to speak out, hoping Miranda will see the documentary and question her reality. Other dancers like Kylie Douglas have rebuilt their lives, founding new dance companies and advocating for survivors. But the scars remain. Priscilla Lee, who lost decades to Shekinah, spoke of battling suicidal thoughts after escaping, a reminder of the deep trauma cults can inflict. This isn't just a story about TikTok or a church. It's about the cost of chasing dreams in a world where predators hide behind promises. It's about families torn apart, fighting to hold on to love. And it's about courage. Courage to speak out, to escape, to heal. The 7M TikTok cult saga is a warning to us all. In the age of social media, where fame feels one post away, we must stay vigilant. If this story moved you, take a moment to reflect. Who in your life might need help? What signs might you be missing? Share this video to raise awareness and consider supporting organizations like the Cult Awareness Network. Together, we can shine a light on the darkness. Thank you for watching TikTok Cult Horror Dancing for the Devil's Dark Secrets. If this story touched you, please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more true crime documentaries. In the comments, tell us, what do you think about Miranda's response? And what other cases should we cover next? Until then, stay safe and keep questioning the world around you.